Otherwise, they will shoot you. They will shoot you. I hope you have a nice report.
And where's Sheet? Too busy to go hunt. He's dashing round from bank In other words, the cauliflower trade in this town is through. Say, there's a fellow waiting in the lobby. I only mention it because it's odd. The name's Louis.
The gangster?
Yes, in poison. He smelled the stink and thinks he sees an opening. His lieutenant Ernesto Roma says he can convince shopkeepers it's unhealthy to handle other people's cauliflower.
Bombs and machine guns. No conceptions of salesmanship. Well, fellows, I guess we'll just have to choose. It's him or the Salvation Army. Which one suit do you prefer?
Well, I tend to think that Louise is harder. We'll throw him out.
How politely, though. How do we know what straits will come to yet?
Say, what about Dogsborough and the city knows? Butcher and I have cooked up a little scheme to help us through our present money troubles. I'll give it to you in a nutshell. Why should the city that takes ad taxes give us a loan? Say for docks that we would undertake to build so vegetables could be brought in more cheaply. Dogsborough is influential. He could put it through.
Alas, he refuses to touch it.
Damn it, he's the ward bus on the waterfront, and he won't help us.
I've contributed for years to his campaign fund.
It's just like I've been telling you, Clark. Morals go overboard in times of crisis.
I never have expected that of Dogsborough.
What's his excuse?
He says that proposition is fishy. He's got to think about his reputation. That's obvious.
Who gives a damn? We need a loan from City Hall. His reputation is his affair.
You think so? I should say it's ours. It takes an honest man to swing a loan like this. A man they'd be ashamed to ask for proofs and guarantees. Such a man is Dogsborough.
Oh, I know.
Dogsborough is our loan, all right. And I'll tell you why. They believe in him. They may have stopped believing in God, but not in Dogsborough. Why, a hard-boiled broker who takes a lawyer with him, two of his lawyers, wouldn't hesitate to put his last cent in Dogsborough's apron for safekeeping. Such a man is worth his weight in gold, especially to people with plans for building docks and building kind of slowly.
His heart was never with us. What does he care about cauliflower and the trucking business? Let every vegetable in the city rot. You think he lifted a finger? No. The devil take him.
No, we'll take him. The man has no idea what it's like to be in such a fix. The question is, therefore, how to put him in our skin. In short, we have to educate them. I've thought it over. Listen, here's my plan.
1929 to 1932. Germany is hit hard by the gold crisis. At the height of the crisis, a number of Prussian junkers tried to obtain government loans for a long time without success. The big industrialists in the world dream of expansion.
I wish Arturo, you could join yourself with this black melancholy, this inactive dreaming, the whole town is talking. Talking? Who's talking? Nobody talks about me anymore. 2 months without a notice, and a man's forgotten. Your vegetable idea, you were so promising. Why don't we start right? We'll start in 7th Street, and then we'll smash a few windows, break the furniture. And we will board kerosene on the bench. Then we'll make our way to 11th Street. 2 or 3 days later, Judy, opposing his buttonhole, comes in and offers our protection for a suitable percentage. No. First, I need protection for myself from cops and from junkies. Then we'll start to think about protecting other people. We've got to start from the top. Oh, you're right. Locust Tripola's plan. He's got a nose for smell. And if he said the cauliflower just smells promising rotten, well, then I believe it's something.
I got him, boys. Excuse me. Get out of here. Square, get out of here! Hey, you. Sit down.
So they tell me your sheets accounting down at the Cauliflower Trust.
Was until last week. That bastard Doctor.
Dogsborough? What about it? What are you going to do with Dogsborough? That's why I brought it.
Dogs are a pie.
Fight you? From Sheep Shipyard?
No. From his own. He took it over on September 1st.
What's that? Sheep Shipyard belongs to Dogsborough. Bo here was President Butcher at the Cauliflower Trust, handed in 51% of the stock. So what?
So what? It's fabulous.
Yeah, don't you get it, boys?
Dogs are up. Altering the loans of the Cauliflower Trust.
When he himself was a member of the Cauliflower Trust. Say! That's corrupt, Trigger!
Right, the old man hasn't kept his nose too clean.
The loan was for the Cauliflower Trust, but they did it through the shipyard, through me. And I signed for Dogsborough, not for sheep, as everybody knows.
By golly, it's a killer. Oh, Dogsborough, the trusty and reliable sideboard. So honest, so responsible, whose handshake was an honor and a pledge. The staunch and incorruptible old man.
I'll make the bastard pay. Can you imagine? Firing me for embezzlement when he himself pulled it!
You're not the only one whose blood falls in such abject villainy. What did you say, Uncle Doro?
Will he testify? No, he'll testify.
Keep an eye on him, boys. Come on. I smell an opening.
Well, I believe you showed real emotion.
I hope you'll reimburse me for any loss.
Oh, don't worry about that. I know the voice.
Order, 1932. An open-less party of private army and threatened with bankruptcy and disintegration. To save the situation, Hitler tries desperately to have himself appointed chancellor, but for a long time, Hindenburg refuses to see him.
Taking that package as a card or gift was beyond reproach. That inquiry at City Hall about the doctor's got me down. The loans used up. Knock up to Self and Butcher and Flake. And so I'm sad to say that I no cement screen bought not a pound. One good thing is this. At the chief's request, I can't reveal the secret. Low loans is my connection with you. Mr. Dogsborough! That's good! Mr. Dogsborough. I'm well aware that you don't know me. Words, you know me, but only from hearsay. Mr. Dogsborough, I have been very much harmed. My image blackened by envy. My intentions disfigured by vixens. When some 14 years ago, yours truly, then a modest, unemployed son of the Bronx, appeared within this, the gates of your blessing to launch a new career, which I may say has not been utterly inglorious. My only followers were 7 beasts, penniless but brave. Now I've got 30, and will have more. But now you'll wonder, what does a Toro want to be in the vegetable business?
What is your connection to vegetable trade?
That's what I've come to. The vegetable trade needs protection, by force if necessary, and I'm determined to supply it.
No one works to
Maybe not. Not yet. But I seek for you. And ask you, how long will our corrupt police force with the vegetable dealer be able to sell these vegetables in peace? Would he not prefer, at little cost, to arm himself before the trouble starts with powerful protection? I doubt it. That would mean he doesn't know what's going on. Quite possible. The small dealer, hard-working, but too often unaware of his best interests, needs strong leadership. Moreover, toward the cauliflower trust that gave him everything he has, he feels no sense of responsibility. That's where I come in again. The cauliflower trust must likewise be protected. In short, the trust requires my services.
But why come to me with this amazing fact? What can I to the cauliflower trust?
What followed my time? A handful. Without your help, I'm finished. It's your duty, your human duty to protect me from my enemies. And I may as well be frank, my followers too. Hey. Work of 14 years hangs in the balance. I appeal to you as man to man.
As man to man, I'll tell you what I'll do.
Oh, please. I understand that you refuse to help me as a man. Then I demand it of you as a criminal, because that is what you are. I'm going to expose you. There's a scandal about some ducks, and you're mixed up in it. I warn you, don't push me too far. They're going to investigate. All cases in charge.
Investigate. They can't.
My friend, you haven't got any. You've only got one protector left. That's me. A Toro. Me.
They can't investigate my parents' wife.
But nothing else is right about you, Boswell. So what do you say? Never. I'm warning you. I'll crush you.
Never while I draw breath will you get away with your green goods racket.
Mr. Dodson, I am only 40. You're 80. With God's help, I'll outlast you. And one thing I know, I'll break into the green goods business yet. Never. Come on, woman. Let's get out of here.
Oh, hell! Give me air! Oh, what in mud! I'm sorry for the investigation. I never should have accepted this estate. But they won't dare. They won't dare.
By way of winning President Hindenburg's sympathy for their cause, the Junkers make him a present of a landed estate.
He's late.
He's bringing sheep. Quite possibly they haven't come to an agreement. I believe they've been discussing it all night. She has to say the ship is still wrong.
She's been found dead in his hotel ticket to San Francisco in his pocket.
Poor sheep. His unexpected death would seem to puncture your investigation, Nancy.
Of course the unexpected would often look as if it were expected. Some indeed expect the unexpected. Such is life. Something wrong, Dogsborough? Could it be? Yeah. Some of you may be thinking that several shovels full of earth would not be enough to load on sheep. Excitement might as well be added. I suspect.
Maybe you better not suspect too much, Casey. Ever heard of slander? We've got laws against it.
What's the point of these insinuations? Dogsborough, they tell me, has picked a man to clear this business up. Let's wait until he comes.
Wait. And when he comes, I hope it's more than sheep he'll talk about.
Hi, Clark. Hi, Dogsborough.
I believe.
So, it seems you've got some questions.
Is this your man?
That's right. Not good enough.
Mr. Oh. We gather from Mr. Dogsborough's eloquent silence that you have his confidence and desire ours. Well then, where are the contracts?
What contracts?
The contracts that she signed with you to enlarging that dock facility.
I haven't heard of any contracts.
Oh, really?
Really?
Did you talk with sheep?
No.
Austin, did you talk with sheep?
If anyone says that I talk with sheep, that man is a liar.
Mr. Owen, I thought Mr. Dogsborough had asked you to look into this affair.
I have looked into it.
That understands no fruit.
They have. It wasn't easy to lay bare the truth. And it's not a pleasant truth. The guilty party, as much as it pains me, is why look at me like that? The guilty party is sheep.
Sheep's dead. Didn't you know?
What? Dead? Well, I was in Cicero last night. That's what I had wanted. And Woman was there with me.
It's mighty funny. Do you think it's mere coincidence that
Gentlemen, it's no accident. Sheep's suicide was plainly a consequence of sheep's embezzlement.
Except it wasn't suicide.
What? Of course, Ernesto and I were in Cicero last night. We wouldn't know.
Well then, Dogsborough, let me get to you.
To me, have you no shame? Is the man done well?
Consider his great age. His snow white hair would confound your low suspicions.
And where are your proofs?
I contend that this unholy shipyard so maligned when she was thought to be the owner was owned by Dogsborough.
The guilty boy!
I'll stake my head for Dogsborough. Summon the population. I challenge you to find one man who doubts him.
Witnesses! What witnesses you are? Where are the witnesses? Here? I see that he is.
God's sake, Lord, get me out of here. Congratulations, Dogsborough. Don't doubt that one way or another, I'll get things straightened out.
January 1933. Hindenburg appoints Hitler Chancellor in return for a promise to prevent the exposure of the East Aid scandal, in which Hindenburg himself is implicated.
It's the actor, boss. Unarmed.
Oh, okay. Here's the problem. I've been given to understand that my pronunciation leaves something to be desired. If locus is lower, I'm going to have to say a word or two on certain occasions, especially when I get into politics. So, I've decided to take lessons. The gestures still cut very well. Get the mirror. Push. The what? Ah, I see what you mean. The grand style. Mr. Gwynn, you've come to the right man. Earn the hurry constitution in a classical manner in 10 minutes. Gentlemen, you see before you a tragedy ruined by Shakespeare. If it weren't for Shakespeare, I could be on Broadway right now. Oh, the tragedy of a character. Don't blame Shakespeare when you're laying some hurry. Look at the calendar. This is 1912, sir. Art knows no calendar, sir. And art is my life. Alas,
I think you've got the wrong guy here, boss.
he's out of date. We'll see about that. Walk around like they do in this Shakespeare. This guy is good.
You can't walk around in front of the cauliflower men like that. It ain't natural.
What do you mean it ain't natural?
I mean, look
Nobody's natural in this day and age. When I walk, I want people to know I'm walking. That's it, just your head back. Just your head back. Hey, good. Excellent. Very natural. Right. In front of you.
Boss, just there two big bruises standing behind you. You'll be standing pretty, huh?
That's punk. When I stand, I don't want people looking at the two bozos behind me. I want them looking at me. Correctly. A possible solution, but cold. You don't look like a barber in the situation now. Fold your arms like this. A trifling change. The difference is incalculable. Draw the comparison in the mirror, Mr. Ray. Not bad.
What's all this for, boss? Just the fancy fancies and the trust?
Hell no. It's for the little people. I'm not trying to convince professors and smart alecks. My object is the little man's image of his master.
Don't overdo the master. Democrat. Friendly, reassuring type in church.
I follow Dodge for that.
You know, boss, when Dodger thinks that Jerry can take his place, he's got the popular touch, you know, he plays a funny man. But, maybe you could stop him collecting all those hats.
What kind of hat?
The hats, the people he's been rubbing out. And wearing them in public, it's disgusting.
Forget it. I
I would never think of muzzling the ox that treads my cloth. I overlook the many foibles of my underlings.
It's nothing else. Julius, the Roman hero.
What do you say to an empty speech against Brutus, the ringleader of Caesar's assassins, a model of demagogy? I played Antony Zen, Knight of the Rings.
Oh my God.
This is just what you need, Mr. Owen. And now repeat after me.
Ma 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 me ma ma ma.
Ma 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 ma.
Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears.
Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears, your ears, your ears.
I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him.
I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him.
The evil that men do lives after them.
The evil that men do lives after them.
The good is often interred with their bones.
The good is often interred in their bones. So let it be with Caesar. The noble Brutus had told you Caesar was ambitious. If it were so, it were a grievous fault, and a grievous thing that Caesar answered. Here, unbelieve of Brutus and the rest, for Brutus is an honorable man. But an honorable man. So they all honorable men. Come I speak in Caesar's funeral. He was my friend, faithful and just to me. But Brutus says he was ambitious, and so Brutus is an honorable man. He has brought many captives home to Rome, whose ransoms did the general Carthus with. Was this ambition? Ambition to remain of sterner stuff. When the boy had cried, Caesar had wept. Yet Brutus says he was an honorable man, and so he is an honorable man. You all did see that on the
Romans,
I thrice presented him a kingly crown, which he did thrice refuse. Was this ambition? Yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and so he is an honorable man. I speak not to disprove what Brutus spoke, but here I am to say what I do know. You all did love him once, not without cause. What cause without you then to mourn for him?
The camp leader quickly transforms himself into a statesman. He is believed to have taken lessons in declamation and bearing from Montpassion, a provincial actor.
Going about their business. Law-abiding citizens on their way to City Hall to make a statement, murdered in broad daylight. In short, chaos is rampant. Because if everybody can do exactly what he pleases, It's dog eat dog without second thought. I call it chaos. This cannot go on. The first thing that's needed is unity. The second is sacrifices. What sacrifices, you may ask? Agree to part with 30 cents on every dollar for the protection? No, nothing doing. Our money is too precious. In protection would free of charge them, so we'd be all for it. Well, my dear vegetable peelers, things are not so simple. Only death is free. Life is like that, and because it never will be any different. These gentlemen and I, there are more outside, have resolved to offer you protection. However, to convince you that everything is open and above board, let me introduce the presence here of a man well known. I trust to everybody here for his sterling honesty and incorruptible morality. His name is Dodgeborough.
Wow, folks. The voice has spoken for us all. I see some questions written on your faces. Ask them. Don't worry, we won't eat you. Okay, then. Do you want protection? Or would you rather have murder, extortion, and highway robbery, eh?
Well, there'd be no trouble in my school. No, there'd be one in my place. Or none, no.
That's very odd.
Things have been pretty peaceful in the green goods business. So far, at least. Yeah. Thank God.
And what about Sheep's murder and Ball's death? Is that what you call peaceful?
But is that connected with cauliflower, Mr. Roma?
No. Just me. Friends, I've been asked to tell you of a poor, unhappy woman who wishes to express her heartfelt thanks to in your presence. Speak, Mrs. Ball.
Mr. Uly, in my profound bereavement over my husband, who was foully murdered while on his way to City Hall, I would like to express my heartfelt thanks to the Flowers Assembly and my little girl, age 5 months, who has been robbed of her father. Gentlemen! I am only a poor widow, and all I can say is that without Mr. Uly, I'd be out on the street, as I should gladly testify at any time. And my little boy, age 5 years. Oh, I will never forget it, Mr. Uly.
My sympathies, Mrs. Ball. This lawlessness, this crime wave has got to stop!
Yeah, it must have been they found some gasoline cans.
Well, some gasoline cans are taken out here.
Is somebody insinuating that we did it? It was taken out of here. Did you see any cans?
I didn't see any.
Did you see any cans? who just a while ago was telling us that all was quiet on the Green Goods Farm, now sees his own warehouse burnt to ashes by malpractice. Can't you see? Can you be blind? You've got to get together, and quickly.
Things in this town are looking very sick. First murder, and now arson. This should show you men that no one is safe from an axe blow.
February 1933, a Reichstag fire. Hitler accuses his enemies of instigating the fire and gives the signal for the night of the long knives.
I was taking a walk for my digestion.
But Mr. Fish, the defendant, is an unemployed worker. That he had never been in Chicago before and arrived here on the day before the fire.
What's when?
Is the registration number at your car 33NAZI45?
Yeah.
Was this car parked outside Dodger's restaurant on 87th Street the 4 hours preceding the fire and was Fish, the defendant, dragged out in the city unconscious?
How should I know? I spent the whole day on a little excursion to Cicero, where I met 52 patients who were all ready to testify that they saw me. 52!
Your previous statement led me to believe you were taking a walk for your digestion in the Chicago. What's that?
Any objection to me eating in Cicero and digesting in Chicago?
Yeah, he almost took a coat voucher on the day of the fire.
Dodge my Lancaster. That's your warehouse adjoining the former Chase shipyard.
down like rabbits. God, won't anybody help? You murderer! Oh, my I know who's behind this. Louis! You fiend! Monster shit! You think an honest piece of shit got out? Where can I wash myself? You lousy louse! And people stand for it! And we go under! Hey you! Hey you! It's Louis! Louis did this job! Where is everybody? Who will stop that mob?
And so I, honest old Darksburg, bequeath my blood to the good, hardworking, and devilishly handsome Javola. My country home, the brave, though somewhat hot-headed Jiri. And I bequeath my son to honest Roma. Furthermore, I request to appoint Roma police chief, Jiri judge, and Javola commissioner of welfare. For my own position, I would warmly recommend Arturo Louis. Because believe your honest old Darksburg, he is more than worthy of it. That'll do, I think. This testament will do wonders for us. Now that the old man's known to be dying and the hope arises of laying the rest with relative dignity, it'll do well to tie up his corpse. And by the way, boss, Jiri for my taste is too much with him. I don't like it. Jiri? What about you? Only that he's been spending a bit too much time with Darksburg. I don't trust him. I don't trust him either, boss. Hi, Jiri! How's Darksburg's apoplexy?
Oh, he refuses to let the doctor in.
A brilliant doctor who took such loving care of me.
The one and only. The old man talks too much.
Maybe somebody's talking too much to him.
What's that? You skunk! Have you been sticking up the hour out of your head?
Just read the will, I did, Jiri.
Get off the chair. Hot-headed. You think I'm hot-headed? You think I'm hot-headed? Okay, fair enough. Police chief, him, Roma, you gotta be crazy.
He demands. I'm against it, too. The bastard can't be trusted prostitute. Okay. Let's see. On and all for you. I got it. Oh, what do you know? Jerry, the judge.
Roma, you better watch your tongue. I'm not one of your two big gunmen.
You hear it, his boss? That's what they call They hobnob with the cauliflower trust. Why I do all the dirty work, and you put up with it.
Put up with what? Crack down, boss! This guy's getting way too big for his breeches.
Okay. Hands up! What's all this? Ernesto, don't make him nervous. Wake up, Arturo. Don't you see the game? They're trying to sell you out to the clubs and the dark schools.
And you boys trying to pressure me?
Better not.
I warn you. You won't get anywhere with me like that.
Scram, you guys!
Oh! You're Roman. I like your hat.
Oh. Yes, scram!
Don't worry about you. I'm going to be bigger and better than this. And now I listen to you, my oldest friend and trusted companion. I will divulge you.
Speak up, Dora. Jerry won't have to say about it. Well, it can wait.
We have finished with Chicago. I need more vegetables sold in other cities.
Dora, but how are you expected to get in?
Through the front, through the back door, through the windows. Resist me. Send away, call back again. And sure, same here. I have in mind a kind of dress rehearsal in a small town.
Where do you stay? Where was old stage this dress rehearsal?
In Cicero.
Cicero? I forgot I got this dolphin in his journal, which every Saturday accuses me of murdering sheep.
That's got to stop. The trust is negotiating in Cicero right now.
Who's doing this negotiating?
Clark. But he's been having some trouble on our end. They say in Cicero that we're following the cauliflower trust like a shadow. They want cauliflower, but they don't want us. Take Dolphin's wife, for instance. She'd like to join the trust and would have joined, except for us.
You mean this plan of moving in on Cicero didn't stop with you at all? But with the trusts? Oh, Arturo, now I see it all. I see that running game.
Who's running game?
The trusts! They want the Cicero connection, but you're in the way. How can they get rid of you? You've got them by the balls because they need you for your dirty business. But they cannot get your records. But now they've found a way. Old Dogstrom confesses to repairs in ash and sackcloth to his coffin. The cauliflower doers, with big commotion, retrieve the will, the real one, from his hands, sobbing reading to the assembled press.
You think it's all a plot? It's true. They've kept me out of Cicero. I've noticed that.
Although I beg you, let me handle these affairs. I'll tell you what I'll do. My boys and I will beat out a dog for tonight and take him with us to the hospital, look at him, and deliver him to the morgue.
For jury's at the villa.
He can stay there. 2 words. 1 spell.
It's a deal.
I know it after all. This is how it has to be decided. Say the 2 of us. Say you and me like the good old days. I'll be here at 11. We're at the garage. I'm a new man, Arturo. At last I'll see some fight.
Friends,
Hurry up, boss.
Oh, wait. Allow me to introduce Mrs. Dolby of Cicero. The trust hopes that you will give me your attention and that you will return us.
I'm listening.
A merger, as you know, is being considered between Chicago's Cauliflower Trust and Cicero's Purveyors. In the course of the negotiations, Cicero showed some objection to your presence on the board. The trust was able, after some discussion, to overcome this opposition. Mrs. Dalton is here
To clear up this misunderstanding. Moreover, I should like to point out that my husband, Mr. Dalton's newspaper campaign was not directed against you, Mr. Lee.
Against who is it directed?
Well, not you, since Mr. Clark has vouched for you. It's this man, Roma.
Cool it. Your sister. You can't talk to me like this. Who do you take me for? I heard nothing. And this old Romer is my man. I don't let anybody tell me who to power. This is an outrage. Boss, come on.
Ignatius Dolphy will fight the Romans of this world till his last breath.
And rightly so. In that the trust is solidly behind him. Think it over. Friendship and business don't mix. What do you say?
You heard me, Mr. Clark.
I regret profoundly the outcome of this interview. Most unwise, we.
This means war. That's plain.
I'm not afraid of war.
Okay, you're not afraid. You'll only have to trust the papers, plus the whole city, plus Dogsbury's whole crowd against you. If I'm you, boys, I'd think twice.
I know my duty. And I need no advice.
The impending death of the aged Hindenburg provokes bitter struggles in the Nazi camp. The Junkers and industrialists demand Worm's removal. The occupation of Austria is planned.
It's 1 o'clock.
He must have been delayed.
Could it be pressure painted?
It could be. Arturo so devoted to his henchmen, he'd rather sacrifice himself than them. Hey, even rats like Giboldo and Jiri can't make up his mind. So he thought those who wrestled with himself, he might be 2 or even 3 before he gets here. But he'll be here enough. He will. I know him.
How long
Going on 18 years.
That's a long time.
Police law! Coming down Church Street!
Is it stopping?
No! 2 cars with blacked out lights and just turned the corner.
It's Giboldo and Jiri. They'll lay him off. Arturo runs straight into their trap. We gotta move, boys. Come on, wake up. It's suicide. Suicide? Gotta let it be suicide. 18 years of friendship, eh? Come on, boys. Let's move. Arturo. Man, you had us all worried. Hey, but everything's okay now, right? Why wouldn't it be okay?
You should have given him the glad hand, boss. He was about to lead us right through the fight.
Arturo, would it be any of them, Hey?
Ah! Into the corner with him!
Oh, he's still breathing.
Finish him off. Your vicious blood against me has been exposed. So your plans to rub out Dogma. I caught you in the nick of time. I'll teach you to rebel against me, you bastards!
And not a single one on an arm. Oh, he's coming through. He's gonna wish he had.
I'll be at Dogsbury's country house tonight. You stinking rat!
Let him have it.
Jehovah! Ah! Christ! What happened over there?
Oh, no, some traitors were executed.
The dog? And not my men! And where's Arturo? Ah, what are you doing, you bastard?
Shh. You just left.
You stinking dog!
Get him in the corner. Roller, you say my leg is short. I say, if you great and small. So take those pretty legs of yours and stand against that wall.
June 3, 1934. Hitler overpowers his men Röhm in an inn where Röhm has been waiting for him. Up to the last moment, Röhm thinks that Hitler is going to arrange for a joint strike against Hindenburg and Goering.
Don't let these stinkers keep you from enjoying the funeral, right, boys?
Betty's coming.
My sympathies, Mrs. Dolby.
Hey!
You, I said sympathies, Mrs. Dolby. Dolby, God have mercy on his soul, is dead. But Cauliflower, Walker, is still with us. Maybe you can't see it yet, because your eyes are still blinded with tears. This tragic incident should not, however, blind you to the fact that shots are being fired from grave and ambush on law-abiding vegetable trucks. Kerosene, dispensed by ruthless hands, is spoiling sorely needed vegetables. These men and I stand ready to provide protection. What is your answer?
This with Dolphy barely in his grave.
Believe me, I deplore the incident. The man extinguished by ruthless hand was my friend.
The hand that felt it was the hand that shook his hand in friendship. Yours!
Mrs. Dolby, I always, it's a principle of mine, to hear my opponent out, even when his words are cold. I know that in your circle I'm not exactly wrong. My origins, never have I denied that I'm a humble son of the gods, held against him. My uncouth tone, my meddling way of calling a spade, used as marks against me. These barriers of prejudice, however, compel me to bank exclusively on my own achievement.
You're in cauliflower business, Mrs. Duncan. And so am I. There lies the bridge between us.
And the chasm to be bridged, only foul murder. I shall use my life to warn people of this pestilent life, where to my dead husband that I will hate my voice if it to say good morning or pass the bread, instead of one thing only: extinguish life.
That's it, boys! Hey! Don't overdo it, kid.
Oh, don't think. Now I truly know that you were dead.
Exactly! Bear well in mind the Duncan's death. With him has died the only voice in Cicero that would have spoken out against crime and terror. You cannot be orders lost truly. Now we stand defenseless in a whole world where, sad to say, the weak are always triumphant. You've only got one protector left. That's me! A total fool! Me!
And this to me, the widow of the man you murdered! You monster! I knew you would be here because you have always come back to the scene of your crimes to throw the blame on others. No, it wasn't me. It was somebody else. I know of nothing. I've been injured, cries injury, and murder cries a murder, and murder must be avenged.
My flag stands fast. Protection must be given to Cicero.
You won't succeed.
I will. That much I know.
Then from this protector, God protect us.
Give us your answer. Is it friendship?
Never while I live.
Dolphus is murdered at Hitler's instigation, but Hitler continues to negotiate with Austrian rightist circles.
Hi, friends. Is everybody here from Cicero?
All present.
And Chicago?
All present.
Good. Everybody's here for us.
Greetings, everyone. The Cauliflower Trust wishes you a hearty welcome. Our first speaker today will be Mr. Clark. Mr. Clark.
Gentlemen, I bring news. Negotiations begun some weeks ago, patiently though somewhat stormily, pursued. I'm telling tales out of school, have yielded fruit. The house of I Don't Beat Cicero has joined the Cauliflower Trust. In consequence, the Cauliflower Trust will now supply your greens. The game for you is obvious. Secure delivery. The new prices, slightly increased, have already been set. It is with great pleasure that we welcome Mrs. Dumpy as our newest member. And now, Arturo Ui!
Friends, countrymen, when a year ago, old Dogsman, God rest his honest soul, with tearful eyes, appealed to me to protect Chicago's green goods trade. Though moved, I doubted whether my powers would be able to justly justify his smiling confidence. Today, the trade in vegetables is amply protected in Chicago. Thence, I am bold to say to resolute action on my part. When another civic leader, Ignatius Dope, to my surprise came to me with the same request, this time concerning Cicero, I consent to take that city under my protection, but on one condition. I stipulated, namely, the dealers had to warrant me. Cicero, I told my men, in no uncertain times, must not be subjected to coercion of constraint. I don't want no grudging why not, no deep nursing, we might as well. Hot-blooded acquiescence is poison in my book. What I demand is one unanimous anti-polyas. I turn again to you, men of Chicago, as you know me better, hold me, I put you in true esteem, and ask me, who is for me? And just in passing let me add, anyone who's not for me is against me, and has all the exalted blame for anything that happens. Now, you may vote.
Now, all those in favor of Arturo Ui, raise your right hands.
Is it permissible to leave?
Any man can do exactly as he chooses.
Now, for your free decision, all those in favor of Arturo Ui, raise both hands.
They finished voting, boss. Their teeth chattering for joy. The green goods traders of Cicero and Chicago, thank you for your benevolent protection.
With pride, I accept your thanks. Peace in Chicago's vegetable trade has ceased to be a dream. Today, it is an unvarnished reality. And to secure this peace, I have put in order for more machine guns, rubber truncheons, etc. For Chicago and Cicero are not alone in clamoring for protection. There are other cities, Washington, Milwaukee, Detroit, Toledo, Pittsburgh, and Cincinnati, and other towns where vegetables are traded.